We get asked a lot how we started playing together and why we're still in touch. TJ, go.
Doug and I went to high school together. 17 years old we met, I guess. We worked at the grocery store together, and we lived across a cornfield from each other, and he started playing guitar, I started playing harmonica. He wanted to start a band, and he asked me to be the singer.
TJ and I were in a metal fabrication welding class. He had this old Chevelle that he ripped around town in, and he was in there making motor mounts.
That was our first band together, and then that band broke up. He asked me if I wanted to start another band, and that lasted a few years, and it broke up. And then
I had a dream one night, and I'm playing music on stage, air quotes, and I look over, and TJ is singing. TJ's the coolest. I look the other way, and Kenny's on bass. I look over my shoulder, and Kevin frickin' Miller is playing drums. And it just burned in my brain. I got the blueprint for the band.
he said, "You want to start a new band?" This guy, Kenny, who also went to Lafayette Jefferson High School.
Doug's locker was right next to my sister's locker in high school. Klaiber, Kimbrell.
I first met Kenny when he would come up and like bum rides from her or money or something.
He said, "I think I can get him to play bass, and I think I can get Kevin Miller to play drums."
I had been dumped by this girl, and I was so devastated. And Doug came up and said, "Hey, Kev, I had a dream. You should play drums." And I'm like, "Drums? I get to beat the out of something?" I said, "Sure."
And I said, "Does he play drums?" And he said, "No, he does not." So they bought a drum kit, and Kevin started playing drums.
And then Barb was friends with TJ, and she was a fan of The Intruders.
I ran the light show. TJ wired up this whole panel with a bunch of dining room dimmer lights, and then I would sit there and add mood and expression by twisting the dimmers. I thought I was hot.
She's by far the most accomplished musician. So my dream of like having Barb play keyboards with us.
Doug asked Barb to play keyboards. She said yes, and then that's how the band started.
We were a four-on-the-floor rock and roll band.
And it made just a hell of a lot of noise.
Rockabilly music,
Elvis to the Ramones,
The Who.
country and punk, and a little bit of everything in between.
We'd play Elvis in the style of the Clash, or Otis Redding in the style of Jam, Johnny Cash in the style of the Talking Heads. It was a mess.
We kind of ran it through the Frank's Joyride grinder.
Attitude, but there isn't attitude. It's good music being delivered by good people. So, all great things, they come to an end, and Frank's Joyride split up in the summer of '88.
Doug and I moved to Boston, then he moved to Seattle.
And I went to grad
Moved
school,
to Texas.
and
I lived
then
in
I
Austin,
moved
Texas.
around the
And then
country.
I moved to Philadelphia.
I moved to Cincinnati.
And I became a school
Dallas and
teacher.
Had a couple
Hawaii,
kids,
and
and busy career.
And we
got married, you know.
The whole thing, it's like magic. It's like I've reached the promised land. The last gig we played is always the coolest gig because that's the most recent.
It really was special because it's special, it's reignited and meaningful.
And we're all just really normal, nice people who have normal, nice lives. And then we do this.
There's a lot of great things about being in touch. Yeah, it's just a blast. Now, we all lived in the same town. We'd be playing all the time and hanging out and probably annoying our spouses.
If we start playing together regularly, we'll all just start hating each other.
Yeah.